Well, hello. Today is the sequel to the greatest Christmas movie ever made, Die Hard 2. Christmas Eve, and John McClane is waiting at Dulles Airport to pick up his wife. He follows some suspicious men into the baggage area and gets attacked. These men are part of an operation by a Colonel Stewart to rescue a South American general being extradited to the United States. They take over the air traffic control system, effectively taking all the incoming planes hostage. A SWAT team is ambushed while going to an antenna to re-establish control. Stewart crashes a plane in retaliation for this attempt. McClane then manages to get to General Esperanza's plane as it lands, but then has to escape using the ejection seat. A military unit sent to stop Stewart attacks the church they are working at. McClane discovers that the unit was using blanks, meaning they are working with Stewart. He gets a reporter to take him to the plane in their helicopter. He lands on the wing and opens the fuel tank. He then sets the fuel on fire and destroys the escaping plane. All the planes then can land using the light from the burning plane. So, the first Die Hard was a very unexpected success, and naturally they were going to make a sequel. And so they got, Bruce Willis back and some of the other casts like Bonnie Bedelia, and the guy who played the obnoxious reporter was also on the plane with her. Had a brief appearance by Reginald VelJohnson, his partner, the police partner from L.A. And this one, obviously, it had a lot higher budget, 60 to 70 million. Of course, Bruce Willis got a bigger paycheck, 7.5, I think. And the producer was criticized as being prolific, a little bit more too expensive in his spending, but it worked out because this movie made 240 million. It even exceeded the first movie, so it was a very big, huge success. And it was based on a book called 58 Minutes by Walter Wagner, which I guess was like a police officer having to rescue his daughter from terrorists that hijacked the airport. And so they kind of just altered it a little. And they had William Sadler as the main villain in this one, and also Franco Nero, who was the South American general being extradited. It was very obviously based on Manuel Noriega, who was just recently deposed around this time. And I guess the producers decided to get Nero because they just noticed his picture on a poster hanging in his office. And he didn't want to do this movie at first because he didn't really like the script and he had another movie planned. But the producer apparently, convinced him to come on and would even work around his other movie so they can get it filmed. And the film was, of course, filmed mostly on sound stages in L.A., but, the church scenes and that were filmed in Alpena, Michigan. And there was also some filming at Kinkalo Air Force Base in Michigan, like the scenes for the airplanes landing and that. And obviously, this is a kind of their Christmas movie because it takes place on Christmas Eve, and it's John McClane again. He reprised his role, and they had some fun with it because what's the odds of him having this happen another Christmas Eve again? And you got to crawl around in air ducts, and you got a yippee ki at the end there. And this movie was it's a really fun movie. I think it's a good Christmas movie, just like the first one. Again, it's a little early Christmas movie here for me. And I enjoyed this movie a lot. I think I got Steven DeSouza to rewrite it again, and I think it was a great sequel. It's at least equal to the first movie. Very enjoyable movie, and a good little Christmas one. I know some people like to watch it on Christmas, around Christmas time. So, if you stuck with me this long, I thank you. You're a unique individual.